Rudolph Wiley, been married to Andrea Wiley for 20 years.
I'm Frederick
I served in
Spann,
the U.S. Navy.
and 2.5 wonderful years.
My name is Martha Brooks. I'm married to Leroy, and we have been married for 45 years.
I'd say 30 years.
This is my fiance, Eddie Vicks.
We met through friends.
Been together for 4 years.
My name is Erica
My name is
Frazier.
Leroy Key.
My name is Herman Frazier.
And we kind of met out and about dancing that night away.
My wife and I, this is our second marriage. Usually the odds are pretty much against you. And my desire was to take this marriage to a different level.
The man that came back was not the man that I knew in some ways. He had changed quite a bit.
When I first came back from Iraq in 2005, I was just happy to be back. Everything was completely fine. It wasn't until years later when I started to realize I had these difficulties.
There's a different kind of communication when you're sitting right here looking at each other, holding hands, looking at her and him in the eye. It is harder for me to be sarcastic and snarky if I'm looking at him right in the eye.
We know when we come into this program that for a lot of the couples, this is serious business. If this doesn't give them some tools to use, their relationship is seriously in danger.
Anyone who works with veterans will start talking about the losses that they experience. The last thing they want to lose is the person they love, the person that they went to fight for in the first place, that went to defend. For them to suffer losing that family after serving their country would be the worst loss.
I think that the inclusion of the spouse, bringing them in, it's important because a lot of times in a military lifestyle, a spouse can feel isolated because of either it be deployment or just the nature of the work. And the spouse can come to a point where they kind of feel like they're left out in the dark, as opposed to being, a part of what's going on. And I think that's what is really good about this program.
We get so wrapped up in being mothers and fathers. It helped me to realize, how powerful and how enhancing it could be, not taking your wife for granted.
And I think by going through this training, people and being able to do the exercises and seeing the model, people begin to get some hope that yes, we can do this. Yes, we can begin to interact with each other. We can begin to relate on a deeper level.
In the Warrior Soulmate program, we always tell the participants that these are not trophies to have up on your mantelpiece. These are tools to have in your toolbox. These are very specific talking tips, how to have a fair fight for change, how to work through resolving an issue and really come to a very concrete understanding.
It opened up a different avenue or a different way to communicate to my spouse. And some of them were unfamiliar, but I had to come in with an open mind, and we did. And once we went home and tried those tools, they actually work.
And when we sat face to face, it actually was kind of good. I thought it was good, even though I wasn't used to it. It was an interesting new experience.
During the day, I'm working, I don't get to talk, and I don't like talking, I'm not a talker. But using these tools, I could talk more and talk more effectively and also express how I feel, and she can understand exactly what I mean. So it is helpful.
The facilitators are an essential role. We have mental health, we have administrators, we have nurses. All of these people, all of the people in the VA are caring, loving people.
They're veterans, they're non-veterans, they're women and men, so that we always have a wide variety of facilitators who are able to have a group of facilitators in a retreat who are going to be able to connect with those who are attending.
I think they were very open and transparent and, available for questions, and they seemed very non-judgmental. I really felt that they were, approachable and knowledgeable too.
One of the few places you can go where you're going to get people who understand what you're going through, where you've been, and where you want to be.
And I think that's the phenomenal piece of the Warrior Soulmate program that's supported by the PARIS curriculum, is that it just addresses relationships. And relationships are the lifeblood of living, isn't it?
But we understand that so much of the health of our veterans is tied up in their personal relationships. And if they're happy. Happy people are healthier people. What gives you meaning and purpose in your life? What you want to be healthy for is such a valuable experience for all our veterans, and we want this. We feel that this not only strengthens significant other relationships and spousal relationships, but all your relationships.
Every individual in this country who's put on the uniform and bore the stress of being a military person, serving their country, they deserve everything that we can give them to bring them back to their wholeness and their wellness again.
It's never too late. You're never too old. You've never been married too long to learn something.